how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel, whatever the case may be for you personally. I first have to do a quick shout out to my adorable sweatshirt. Like, who watched the Rugrats as a kid? Like, I have all the Rugrats down the arms. I love it. I got the sweatshirt at Burlington. It was a Christmas gift from my dad, but I love this sweatshirt so much, so I had to point it out in case you see the logo popping up here, which I doubt you will because I'm short and I am sitting and I have this all done, and that's way too much information for you. So there you go. If you are new here, my name is Caitlin. I am a full-time reseller on 3 different platforms: Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. I have an eBay store and a Poshmark closet. They are both called Recycle Your Style. I will have all of that linked below for you. And Mercari, I don't know. I'm still learning Mercari. If you've seen previous videos of mine, you know that Mercari and I have this kind of love-hate relationship. It has kind of woke up the last few weeks, like the last 2 weeks or so for me. I've had 3 sales, which doesn't sound like that much, but it's better than the 1 a month that I have been having, so I'll take it. I don't know. But anyways, they don't really do like closets or like links to them or whatever, so I don't know. But I will put my username down below in case you want to try to look. I don't even think you can look someone up by username. That's how like weird it is. But if you look up my closets on Poshmark or my eBay store, it's the same stuff. Like, I don't list specific products in different platforms. Like, it's all the same. So I don't list everything on Mercari only because of the type of platform that it is. I found that vintage doesn't do very well over there for me. Maybe it does well for other people, but that's just not the vibe of the customers that are over there that I've seen. Oh my gosh, I'm rambling. I like say to myself after I start to do every video, like, don't ramble so much, just get right into it, move into the product, get right into the meat of the video, blah blah blah. Clearly I suck at this game. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so pertinent links are below. Subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you here and join my family. If you would like reseller content and also beauty lifestyle type content, because I do both. You know, everyone says like for YouTube, if you want to be successful, you need to niche down and pick a niche and stick with it. I'm not listening to them. Like, I don't care how fast. I want this channel to grow, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not gonna bend my creative mind around an algorithm. That's kind of my attitude. So if you like either beauty lifestyle and reseller content, subscribe. Anyways, so yeah, here we are. So today is a reseller content video. And today, as promised in my last fully committed reseller video, I said that I would share my top 10. It's actually 11 because I don't know why I picked 11. I think I meant to do 10 and I grabbed 11. But there's 11 sales here on this paper. We're gonna count them down from number 11 all the way down to number 1. So number 1 is going to be my highest sale, my best sale since my reseller journey started. It's closer to 4 months ago now, but when I wrote these down, it's about 3 months ago. It's been crazy. Y'all know what's been going on out there. You've watched TV. You've probably seen, you know, I just did a video. I just recorded it. Literally, I just changed my shirt and my lip color, and here I am. So if you like this eye look, it's in the video that I don't know if it's probably gonna be up before this one. It's going to be a get ready with me and chat about COVID-19 and how that's affected my life personally and my reseller life. So if you're interested in that video, it'll be linked at the end, or it'll be the upload right after this one. I have no idea what's going on, clearly. Bear with me. Okay, anyways, so I have them all written on this piece of paper, and as I am talking, I'm going to be inserting like some screenshot type things here. I'm going to try to stay off to the side. That way you can still see me as I'm talking, and yeah, because I'm so much to look at, right? Like literally you could just wash your dishes and like listen to this or something. But anyways, number 11 as far as like best sales that I've had, the first couple I'm going to talk about are in the $40-ish price range, and that's because I haven't sold a ton of high-end things yet. But the reason why I picked this, it's not like I haven't sold anything else for $40. I have, but this is one of the higher end brands that I found, and it's one of the first things that I found, like one of my first sourcing trips. It was actually my first sourcing trip to the Goodwill outlet, or otherwise known as the bins, where you pay for your clothing by the pound. But this was an Ellie Tahari, and this was a lace overlay peplum blouse. So this was a gorgeous, like fluorescent orange blouse with this hot pink magenta-y color lace looking overlay with the peplum look, short sleeve, zipped in the back with an exposed zipper. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece. Like I said, I picked this up at the bins, so you know I didn't pay a lot for it. I paid not even $1 for this piece. And I sold it for $40. I'm not taking out fees and whatever not. It's showing like true profit, but this sold on eBay. eBay is the majority of where these items actually sold. I actually do better with my higher ticket items on eBay than I do on Poshmark. And Mercari, forget it. I haven't sold anything over $21 on Mercari. So, but this is just one of my favorite tops. It took longer to sell than I originally thought that it would. This top was probably $200 when it was originally retailed. So when I picked it up out of the bins, I didn't know my butt from a hole in the ground. I just knew it was quality. I could tell it was quality because it had a metal tag, like where the brand tag was, it was actually metal. I know Free People does that, but this was like a gold, and it said Ellie Tahari, and it just was the quality piece. Like you can just tell the quality pieces versus the, maybe probably aren't that high quality. So definitely, like, I knew it was good, so I brought it home, and when I started pricing like Ellie Tahari, the line, trying to find this piece, I was like, holy crap in a hat, this thing was worth some coin. So sold it for $40 on eBay. The seller never did rate me, which I don't understand, but on eBay, like, it's kind of pushed more, I feel like, on Poshmark. Mercari just makes you rate people, like before you can even get paid. They have to rate, and then like eBay's kind of like, yeah, rating's good, whatever. Me personally, I do not rate someone on eBay until they have rated me. That's just how I do it. I don't know, maybe that's wrong, but that's just what I do. Number 10 was a bundle sale. This is one of my best bundle sales, and again, this is the reason why I put this on here, so I could share it with you. These were both Victoria's Secret's So Curvaceous push-up shapewear pieces. There was a tan or like nude color, flesh tone color, body shape piece, and there was also a black one. They were identical. They both were a size medium, and I picked these up at Goodwill, and I actually paid $2.25 a piece for them. And I brought them home, and my husband was like, what on earth? So I listed them both for $35 a piece, because Victoria's Secret shapewear, gosh, it's expensive. And if you find the right brands of shapewear, like especially Spanx, you definitely want to grab anything Spanx, just trust me. But Victoria's Secret, I was like, yes, all day. I will take these. I put them together, and this customer bundled them and then lowballed me. She offered me $15 for the both of them, and I was like, decline. And then I didn't even go back at that. I was like, I'm not even entertaining that offer. And then she did come back with a $45 offer on the two. She must have really wanted them, which I gladly accepted, even though it was a big jump from $70 down to $45. I was like, you know what? It's cool, I'll take it. It was a good profit for me, and I got a 5-star rating. So I was very happy to send them to a good home, and they were only listed for about a week before they sold. Ellie was listed, I didn't mention this, the first top I mentioned was listed probably for the full 3 months. Like, it took a long time to sell. Number 9 was a new with tags Eileen Fisher dress. This was like a viscose jersey, purple pullover dress. It had pockets. It was an extra large, and I actually picked this up doing some retail arbitrage. So right after the holidays, all of the discount stores like TJ Maxx and Ross Dress for Less, Marshalls, they all deep clearance everything, and they want it all out of there. Well, I found this Eileen Fisher dress for $1 on clearance. $1. It had a hole in it. It did have a hole like on the back, like there's like this crossover detail on the back, like a knot up at the base of the head, or the base of the neck, and it had a very tiny hole, very tiny, nothing major, no one is ever going to see it. So it was flawed, and it still sold for $45 on eBay, and that was only listed for about 2 weeks, and I got a 5-star review. Number 8 was a pack of brand new HP ink cartridges. They were a 950 XL. These were an amazing find. So I had just seen a Instagram video, like, you know, whatever, I don't even know what they call them. I'm such an old lady. Like little Instagram TV or Instagram videos or whatever people put out on their, you know, channel or on their Instagram feeds. And this one was from someone called Honey Rags, and I cannot remember her name. I'm so sorry. Honey Rags is the name of her business. I will link her YouTube channel below. I like her a lot. She is a full-time reseller. She works from home. She's a mom, I think, of 4. So I love it when there's a mama who's out there hustling like me with a big family, because, you know, I have 5 kids. So I like watching her, but she had just done a post. Oh, I remember. It was an Instagram story. It wasn't even like a video, but it was like an Instagram story, and I happened to catch it. And it was showing a brand new ink cartridge that she picked up at Goodwill for nothing and flipped in 24 hours. And that is literally that same day I went to the Goodwill and I went through, you know, the hard goods section, and I'm cruising through the black aisle, and, you know, because they separate Goodwill aisles by color. And I'm going through the black aisle, and there on the shelf is a brand new box of HP ink cartridges for $1.99. $1.99. And eBay, the app, has this feature where you can scan the barcode and it'll pull up any existing or sold listings for that product with the barcode. So I did that. All these ink cartridges, the same exact piece, had just sold that day, the day prior, you know, a few days prior to that. Like, they were out the door like this. Like, it was a hot ink cartridge, you know, to have. So they had it taped shut. So I just took their word for it that it was new, bought it for $2, took it home. I immediately listed it because it was super easy to photograph, super easy to get up, put it on eBay, and it sold the very next morning for $46 on eBay. Now, they did send me an offer. I believe I had it listed for $50 or $55. He sent me an offer for $46. I don't know why $46, but I gladly took it because the ink cartridges were expiring in December of 2020, and they were out of their plastic, like their plastic little baggie. Like, you know how each ink cartridge comes wrapped in its own little cellophane bag type of thing, and you open them and then you put them in. They had not been pierced or opened, but they were not inside the plastic cellophane baggie, which I didn't realize when I bought it because the box was all taped up. So I did buy that, and I took the $46 and ran with it because, like I said, I paid $1.99 for it, and I will do that all day long. And the gentleman who brought them left me an amazing review. He gave me a 5-star review, which was great. So it was a really good overall experience. So if you are out there and you see ink cartridges brand new, check them on eBay, check the comps, see what they've sold for, because it could be a very quick and easy flip for you. Number 7 was a pair of Spanx leggings. So I told you that if you find anything Spanx, grab it. I'm not kidding. I went into my local community aid, which is the thrift store here in this area, and I pop in, and I love to go through their legging section, their shoe section, and then every once in a while, like, I'll go through the rest of the activewear. Activewear sells really well for me. I'm like super into activewear. It's easy to list, it's easy to launder, it's easy to sell. It's just easy. I love it. So I just had this feeling that night. I was like, I'm just gonna pop in. I had half an hour before they closed. I'm sure they're sick of seeing me at this point, like, because I'm always popping in after I pick them up from, you know, the kids up from dance, and I have like a half hour, 40 minutes, whatever. I will pop into community aid because it's literally right around the corner, and I will do a quick through my favorite sections and make sure I'm not missing out on anything. So this happened to be one of those days, and I am flipping through the leggings, and I come across these velvet velour, like high-rise leggings. They were black and they were a size extra large, and it was half price day that day. I have been going in on non-half price days, but I used to just shop half price day. This happened to be half price day. I paid $2.50 for these leggings, and I was freaking out because I was like, these are going to sell. Like, this is a good item to have. So I ran home, listed them. I listed them for $55, and I sold them 5 days later I accepted an offer for $50 and I got a 5-star review. So my $2.50 turned into $50. I was very happy with that. Number 6 was, this is one of my more like proud mama moments of my reselling career. So my husband helped me with this. This one couldn't have been possible without him. This was an Anne Klein full-length hooded wool blend coat. This is like a full-length, beautiful, heavy black wool like pea coat. This coat was gorgeous. I forgot to write down the size, but it's scrolling here on the screen, so you should be able to see. I picked this up at the bins, and it was in a bin, and if you've ever been to the bins, they're dirty, they're full of animal hair, they're a mess. Like, the clothes are just pitched in there, so if you get one item in there that's dirty or 2 items in there that's dirty, everything gets dirty. It's a dirty job, but you can find amazing deals. So I haul out this humongous coat, this huge Anne Klein coat. And I'm looking at it, and this thing needed work. It was dirty, it was hairy, it was just a mess, and I was like, it's gonna be more expensive because it's heavy, and I don't know if I want to take it home, blah, blah, blah. Well, my husband's like, bring it home, we'll work on it, let's just bring it home, because we should be able to sell it. Like, we're gonna pay what, $3 for it? We should be able to sell it for quite a bit of money. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we went home, and he spent legitimately over an hour deferring this thing. Like, he spent forever deferring it. I listed it, and within a week it sold for $55 on Poshmark, and I got a 5-star review for that piece. So that just is a little bit of like a success story to me, not just because of the money that I made on the product, but because I took this coat that was destined for a landfill and he refurbished it. I mean, I tumbled it in the dryer and, you know, steamed it or whatever because it was dry clean only. But he did all the hard work. Like, he did the shaving and the deferring and the, you know, making it pretty. And, you know, he really did rehab that coat. And, you know, now it's off to a home where somebody's going to love and appreciate it and take good care of it. And it's got a longer life ahead of it now versus if I had just been lazy that day and left it in the bin. Now, if you come across something that you know you're not going to get a return on investment for your time, then you don't want to waste your time. Like, you don't want to pick something up and go, well, this is a mess, but I know I can clean it up and sell it. Like, it will sell, but it's not going to sell for a lot of money. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. So sometimes it's not worth it, but if in this case it was worth it because, you know, it sold for $55, which is quite a bit of money. Number 5 was an Ann Taylor, a vintage Ann Taylor suede skirt. This too was a bins piece. This probably cost around $1.50 because it was really heavy. It was a size 10 and it had like the side zip, and it was all suede, all black suede, and it was lined, and it had this skirt that kind of fanned out, not drastically, just a little bit. So like 80s, early 90s. Like, it was gorgeous. It was in great shape. It wasn't in perfect condition, but it was in great shape. That sold on eBay for $60.80. So I was super happy to have that find a new home. And so that went off, and it went, and there it goes. So that was a good find. Number 4, and I can't believe this is number 4. Like, I'm super proud of myself in a way, just for the amazing things that I have found and sold so far. But this is one of my favorite stories. This is one of the stories like I tell literally everybody. So I was walking into a community aid. I was going through scarves. It was the winter time because it's very easy to sell nice scarves in the winter. They're quick, easy, you know, put them on a mannequin, take a few pictures, send them on their way kind of a thing. Like, they don't require a lot of maintenance. So I like scarves. So I'm fishing through the scarves, and I find this Burberry scarf. And it says Burberry's, and I'm like, oh, it's fake because this is Burberry's and not Burberry. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, the labeling is right, the feel of it is right, the look of the wool, it looks like a really nice scarf. And it was $1.50, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it and take it home, and if it turns out to be a fake, no big deal, I will wear it. No one will know it's a fake if I'm wearing, like, no one's gonna be looking that hard. They're gonna think I'm wearing a Burberry scarf. I'm cool with that because it was a good fake if it was a fake. It wasn't a fake. It was genuine. It was just vintage. So Burberry used to go by Burberry's, but you got to check your tags, check your work, and I did. And this was 100% lamb's wool made in England, and it was definitely vintage, and it sold via offer because I went high when I listed it, but somebody sent me an offer for $75, which I gladly accepted, and they gave me 5 stars, and this was on Poshmark. So that is one of my like war stories, so to speak. Like, I walked into a thrift store, spent $1.50 on a scarf, and flipped it for 75 bucks. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. You know, are they all like that? No. No. There's a lot of like, I hate to say piddly for lack of a better word, but like less exotic sales that go on when you're a reseller, because I personally do not search out the name brand things. That's not what I typically find in my area. I am a volume seller, not a high-end seller. So I'm looking to move more products, lots of products, versus high-end expensive products. So those are definitely, the sales like that are few and far in between. Number 3 was a makeup mystery box that I sold. So I put together a makeup mystery box with a lot of like the skincare and some makeup that I had from all the subscription services, and I did cancel all my subscription services. I do intend to reinstate them after the messiness of COVID-19 goes through. I will probably be getting my boxes back because I miss them so much. But I had so much stuff, and I was using it for giveaways, but then when I wasn't filming consistently, I never want to do a giveaway with something that's been sitting in my closet for a couple months. Like, I want my stuff to go to its new home and be fresh and be new. So I wanted to get rid of these things. Not that they were old. Nothing that I sent this person was more than like 4 or 5 months old. It was all newer stuff. It's all brand new, not swatched, not open, nothing. So I ended up sending this lady, selling this lady a makeup mystery box that I had listed for $100. She offered me $90, and I accepted. And she did give me a 5-star review, and she left me the sweetest love note saying that everything was so amazing and she was so excited. I did do the like retail value of the box, and that was, I think, $284. So she got $284 worth of makeup and skincare for $90. Will I make a habit out of mystery boxes? Probably not. You're kind of playing with fire when you do mystery boxes. You're running the risk of somebody not being happy. You're running the risk of, getting bad reviews, getting a bad reputation, because, if you put things in there that you feel are good and they're not good to somebody else and they feel like they've been ripped off, that can go bad. I've seen things like that happening. I felt pretty confident in this box, but I won't lie, I was very nervous when I sold this box. But when she gave me the awesome love note back and the review, I was like, thank God, because I genuinely want everyone who shops from me to be 100% satisfied. Like, it hurts my heart if somebody comes back and says that they weren't happy with something, because it's never my intention to take advantage. Like, I try to put 110% into everything that I sell. So I was really nervous about selling this box. So I probably won't be making these boxes a regular thing. Now, that being said, does that mean I won't get any more subscription boxes and get some stuff and go, well, yeah, I gotta start passing this stuff along and do another one? That's not what that means. I very well could do that, but I'm just saying it's not going to be something that's a regular thing. So don't, flock my closet looking for them, because it's not going to be a regular thing. But this customer was very happy, and I was very glad that she was happy. Number 2, we're up to number 2. Okay, so number 2, the second best sale I've ever had. This was one of my favorites. So this is, again, from my very first trip to the bins, to the Goodwill outlet. It's the same day I got the Ellie Tahari top. I got this Davina Norway 100% Norwegian wool cardigan, and this thing was beautiful. You can see the pictures. Gorgeous colors, beautifully made, absolutely gorgeous. And it was a like silver toggle, like it had 2 silver hooks here that were antique looking. They weren't antique, but they were antique looking, and they hooked here to close the cardigan. I mean, it did have, so the sweater was beautiful. My son is here now. The sweater was beautiful, and it was a beautiful piece, and I was super excited. I pulled it out of that bin, and this day I even found the Ann Taylor suede skirt too. Like, this is a good day at the bins. And I pulled it out, and I was like, man, it was made in Norway. It was something special. I didn't see any comps for this. Like, I checked, and I just went ahead and bought the thing, because I was like, you know what, this is pretty. It was made in Norway. It's Norwegian. Like, somebody's gonna buy this thing. Like, somebody will. And I was kind of looking things up on eBay, and I didn't see like true comps for this piece, like, but I saw like kind of what other sweaters were going for. And you know what, I aimed high. I priced that bad boy at $90, and I was like, you know, let's see what happens. And it sold for $90, and it was my second ever eBay sale. This woman took a chance on me. I could have been one of those crappy sellers and, you know, inexperienced or whatever, and she took a chance and she bought this thing, and she was so happy with it. She left me a glowing review and 5 stars, and she even sent me a message saying thank you and how excited she was and how much, you know, she loves buying sweaters on eBay. She says it's the only way to buy sweaters, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm agreeing with her, because I think you'll find the most rare and, you know, like sweaters of worth on eBay. But yeah, so $90 for that sweater that I pulled out of the bins. I think I paid 83 cents for it. So yeah. And lastly, my number one sale since I've become a reseller, and this I found, and you know what, I just am putting this all together, like I'm such a nerd, but I found this item that same day that I found the Norwegian sweater and the Ellie Tahari and the Ann Taylor skirt. Like this, like, has paid for my year. This one binge shopping trip has paid for my year. No, I'm kidding. It's not that dramatic. It's not that good, but like it's paid for a lot. But my number one selling item was a vintage genuine fox fur stole. So it was a white, like a silver fox fur. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It was vintage. It was union made. It had a beautiful like satin lining, and it wasn't dried out. It was in beautiful condition. And my husband found it. He's the one who found this piece, and he was so excited, and he bought it actually thinking we could use it as like to put down like on a table and take photos on. And I was like, oh, no, we're gonna sell this thing. We're gonna put this thing on the internet. We're gonna sell it. So I had it listed high. I went high. I think I had it listed for like $350 on Poshmark, and I had it listed. Shh, stop it. I had it listed for $350 on Poshmark. I think I had it for $250 or $225 on eBay. And I had it, you know, I never had it on Mercari. I didn't even bother. This thing got so much attention. It got so many likes and so much attention, and I had sent out so many offers, and you know, so much, like so many offers, so many, you know, things, so many people had made offers. This thing got so much attention because it's kind of like a bridal theme, like a bridal thing now. Like brides will wear them when they get married in the winter, things like that. I don't know if that's what this went for. I have no idea. But this did sell on eBay, and it sold for $175. So I was super happy to have that, and the customer left me 5 stars. And ironically, right after I sold it and I made it inactive, like I took it off of my Poshmark closet. I don't delete my listings in case something comes back. That way I don't have to redo the listings. So I just make them inactive in my closet. And so someone messaged me and they said, is this still available? No one wants to see your tonsils, dude. It's bedtime, can you tell? Okay, anyways, so yeah, this person messaged me and they're like, I missed your offer on this and I'm really interested in buying it. Is this still available? And I'm like, no, it's sold. I'm so sorry. So yeah, it was funny that right there at the end, you know, multiple people wanted this thing, and it was already gone. So that is it. Those are my top 11 sales, best sales, highest dollar sales since becoming a reseller. I hope that you found this video interesting. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that and there he goes after all that. Shut the door, buddy. I gotta wrap this video up. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will subscribe. I hope that you will like and share and comment down below. Share some of your war stories. I'd love to hear them if you're a reseller. I love reading those types of things. Like, it's my favorite thing ever. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will be able to produce more content like this in the future. And I hope you all are safe and healthy and having a okay March. it's kind of crazy out there, but I'm thinking about all of you and praying for all of you. So I appreciate you all, and I will see you in my next video.